Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Very good
morning.
morning.
Very good morning.
Good morning.
Very, very good morning to everyone. Thank you for opening the cameras. Thank you, everyone. Morning. We are already live. And let's restart the recording. All right. So are we ready with the miracles?
Yes.
Are we ready to share our miracles? How is the Garmi? How is the Josh? Good morning, everyone. All right. So what was the learning of yesterday? Nobody has the miracle to share. Very good. Nobody is expecting miracle. Nobody will receive the miracles, right? No interaction. What's happening? Are we feeling sleepy? Is my voice reaching everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I can't see the enthusiasm. It's missing in everyone.
Lots and lots of miracles.
Somebody has to bring in somebody.
Yeah.
My expectations can never go low and miracles can never stop coming. Yes, go ahead, Hadi. Let's have your miracles today.
I have many big miracles that are being made right now, but I had a small kind of an incident this morning that I was quite quite, I wouldn't say nervous, but quite skeptical going in. I had to go and do something at my old house and interact with people. Um, but it went off very smoothly,
Wow.
and I think everything went like in a really nice, calm, relaxed way. In fact, I was very positive. It was a big thing, right, with police and all, like a lot of things involved. But it was a very smooth operation. Everything went off calm.
That's a very
And
big
I'm very
miracle, I
happy.
would say.
Yeah, very big miracle. Not that I was expecting anything to go wrong, but I just had a
That's
very
why we
positive.
go. That's
Yeah,
why
I
we
had,
go.
correct. So I had a very positive sort of bent of mind. I was happy. I was listening to music and driving, and no problem. And
And
so it was.
people will get really, amazed. How can it be so? You've never
Yeah.
been like that. You must be panicking in such situations and you've changed yourself.
No, I actually have never panicked in such situations. I've had too many situations in life to panic now. Right?
Okay.
It's become part of life, right? So all these problems and challenges. I
Okay.
don't really panic, but sometimes I feel I have a negative, or like, why is this happening? There's a little bit of negative energy, sadness, questioning, but everything happens for the better. So yeah, I think somewhere I was just very positive, very happy, even though I was going into a very negative situation, but I was very happy for some reason. I
Okay.
don't know why, right? And and the whole environment was quite good and peaceful, and everything kind of worked out pretty good. I can't share the
Awesome.
details, but it
That's
was a
okay.
very, yeah, it was
I
a
think,
very
yeah, that's good
uh,
enough that there was calmness. There was no
correct.
mishappening. There was no
Yes, yes.
verbal abuse, or there was no,
No, none of that, none of that.
yes.
And there was obviously, lots of security, safety that I had also built, right, into the whole thing. But I think the positive bent of mind helped me stay calm and not react or not get triggered, and I was just peaceful and just In fact, going in, I said the Ho'oponopono prayer as well.
Wow.
Yeah. Just as I was
Awesome.
about to reach, I started thinking about it, and then I started saying it. So it was a very good experience for me, a peaceful
Awesome.
one. Yeah.
Awesome. For me, it's a
Um,
very big one.
yes. Yes. Just peace and happiness, and even in tough situations and stormy weathers, that
Yeah.
itself is a miracle.
Yes.
How you're able to sort of walk through with a little bit of respect and a little bit of
So true. So
yeah.
true. Keep going.
Yeah.
You're on track.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Many more a breath away.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I think every day I thank myself, and I thank the universe, and I thank everything that's happening around me. I thank the fact that I found your link on some
I know.
some group somewhere.
So
Yeah.
you deserved it, so you reached here, The
Yes.
best
Yes.
part is
Absolutely.
the more we are
Yeah.
deserving, the more we are achieving.
Absolutely. Even though I don't know what, but it just seems like a lot of positive energy, a lot of, it seems like the sun's shining bright. It's nice, clear blue skies. It just feels better for whatever it is. I don't even know
Awesome.
what, but it just feels better.
So happy
I think, yes, ma'am.
you deserved it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Long awaited because there was a lot of chaos, but I think the storm is settling down.
One step, one bit at a time. Yes.
Yes,
The storm is quite big,
absolutely.
in many directions. But even one cloud going away feels, that there's, the skies are going to clear up soon.
Remember, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the miracle.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely,
Like,
absolutely. I totally believe that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So we are not those ordinary people who will do small challenges, will go through small challenges. We are
yeah,
miraculous people. We are miraculous family. So we
yes,
definitely have to create bigger, which is why it's all happening for your life. And
yes,
I'm sure something much bigger is coming your way.
yeah. And I'm beginning to learn. I'd like to share, ma'am. I'm beginning to learn to not defy logic, but not be completely working with my logical mind. Sometimes you just, I think the thing I was thinking was, when we write the gratitude and we feel gratitude, we have an attitude of gratitude, as they say. I
Yes,
think somewhere, you have to leave that little gray area for the universe to kick in, right?
yes,
Rather than trying to calculate every little move, every little direction, let
yes.
life flow, basically. So I'm beginning to allow it to flow the way it is flowing. Feeling
Awesome.
good about it too. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. That, maintaining the feeling good factor is also in itself is a very big relief. You
Yes.
know, because once you have that, then there is a move farther away. But to take up the challenge, to take that leap is very tough. But the moment you take that, then you stride and then you go ahead and then you take every step is taking you towards your highest good and highest goal. That's how it's
Yep.
meant to be.
Yep.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And I
Awesome.
haven't, and I feel very energetic, but I haven't slept for like 19 hours right now, straight.
Oh my God. Oh
So,
my
so I've been
God.
up since like 2 in the morning. It's already 10 at night again. So it's almost going to be 24 hours without sleep, but I can still go on for another 24 hours. I feel
Oh
like
my
that. You
goodness.
know?
Energy is everything. Energy is
Yeah,
everything.
energy feels good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you were given the hand holding right in time when you really needed it in the most tough time, which is the beautiful plan of the plan, God or the universe line, which is why you're holding. I mean, the big things on your way is for sure. I can see that. I can really foresee it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You deserve
We,
it.
yes,
Definitely, our prayers a lot with you to see you all prospering and living that life to the fulfillment is all your
yes,
way.
yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I'm very confident.
Yes.
I'm even very confident even today, but I'm also confident about the future too. So
Yeah.
that's good.
That's
Yes,
what is
thank you.
needed. That's what is
Yeah,
needed. You're right on
yeah.
track. What are we doing? Let's we bless him for his dreams to come true. Let's we all raise our hands. Open your cameras. Don't you want the blessings? Come on, everyone. Open your camera. What a miracle we all have created because Hadi has created, and Hadi is our family. So we all need, he deserves a lot of blessings, like we all. So everyone who is going to share the miracle needs more blessings, right? Everyone raise your hands, put them together, and start speaking after me. Thank you, universe, for bringing in this abundance of courage, balance, and harmony towards Hadi's mind, body, and soul, which is why he's able to maintain a complete balance and is moving ahead with all the courage, with the divine blessings, with the divine grace for the most beautiful life ahead. May God fulfill all his dreams and the dreams of his generations to come. God bless Hadi. We love you. Take care, and let's bring in more miracles in your life. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. All right. Who else wants the blessings? Who is going to share the miracle is going to get the blessings now.
Ma'am, can I share?
Yes, Yogesh. Most welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my 2-3 works were pending for so many days. So they got done yesterday. And also, one of my relative told me that I have 2,000 rupees with me, but I don't have bank account. So keep this money with you. If you want to invest, you can invest. Just give me back to in Diwali. So I received 2,000 rupees for investing in share market. So that was a
Awesome.
miracle for me.
Awesome. So you do share market?
Yeah, sometimes like long term. I don't do intraday or swing
Yeah.
trade. I just do for long term.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
That is the reason I do long term.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's a big
That was a
miracle.
miracle for me.
All right. Let's we all bless him. Let's we all raise our hands. He deserves the blessing because every penny invested and given to him has to multiply geometrically. May God bless Yogesh with abundance of wealth so that he's living the most prosperous life ahead. And the person who's trusted him and given him this money, may all the money with everyone out here multiply geometrically and everybody lives a life of abundance. God bless all, especially Yogesh. Love you. Take care. Have a great day. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you. All right. Is there anyone else who wants to share before we begin the reading? Thank you, Indira. Good to see your thumbs up. Let's we all open the camera first. Come on. It's an honor to yourself and the others, and we are telling the universe we are open with our doors for miracles to come in, for the blessings to come in. All right. If nobody is there, we can begin the reading. My miracle is I've started my life back again to normal, and I went for the walk. It was very hot in the park, but I could do my my goal I could complete, and I'm on my way to the best health. All right. So, who understood the power of gratitude in the yesterday's chapter? Anybody wants to share? You became more grateful? Anybody changed their life? Anybody created any, kind of journal and started writing? Anybody? No. If you're not taking action, trust me, the results and the miracles are nowhere in our life. Action is the only thing we need to. That's why I'm not reading the whole book in a day. I want you to practice. If you're looking for good relationships, I've given you many tips. But today's the lesson is about the secret to you. So this is the book I'm reading. All right. And we are on lesson 7. The secret to you. It can often be the case that we are critical of ourselves. Can you close the mics for the recordings? Something is coming from back end. So the secret to you. It can often be the case that we are critical of ourselves and don't love ourselves completely. To not love ourselves can keep what we want from us when we are seeking love in our life. So if we are not loving ourselves, we can't seek the love also from outside. When we don't love ourselves, we are literally pushing the love that we want away from us. What a tragic story. If you're not a magnet to love, you won't attract it too. So unless you fill yourself up first, it's exactly like when we travel in the aircraft, they give us the mask. You remember? That in case of emergency, you have to put the mask first. Because then only you will be able to serve people around you in case of emergency. Similarly, until and unless you have filled yourself with love, you have nothing to give anybody. If you don't have it, you can't give it to anyone. If you want to attract new or better relationships, it is imperative that you tend to you first. So first of all, the only point is here that we must love ourselves. If you don't treat yourself with love and respect, you are sending out a signal to the universe that says you're not worthy enough or deserving of love. Are you the one who's making this mistake? That signal will continue to be broadcast, and you will experience more situations of people not treating you with love and respect. So if you're lacking love from outside, the first signal is that you're not loving yourself. The people are just the effect. Your thoughts are the cause. Critical thoughts about yourself cause the greatest harm to your life because they make you feel really bad. And then wherever you go and whatever you do, you take those negative feelings with you in every moment. Let me close the mics for everyone. Can everyone mute yourself? There is some noise coming from the back. All right. Sorry for the interruption. So critical thoughts about yourself cause the greatest harm to your life because they make you feel really bad. And then wherever you go and whatever you do, you take those negative thoughts and feelings with you in every moment. Those feelings taint everything you touch. They taint the way you perceive the world, and they affect all the circumstances of your life. Negative thoughts about yourself act as a magnet, attracting more dissatisfaction, discontentment, and disappointment with everything you do. Anybody has anything to say? So make sure if you've not started loving yourself and just being critical to yourself, always critic, stop it. Changing the way you think of yourself. Let's bring a change in thinking of our own self. You can begin to change how you feel by changing the way you think of yourself. And when you do that, the law of attraction will move the entire universe to match what you are emitting and your life will be full of people who love and respect you. So beautiful. So she's sharing a story. I know of one woman who struggled to feel comfortable in any social situation. In fact, situation because she didn't think well of herself. In fact, she had come to feel so unworthy of attention that no matter where she went or who she was with, she always felt outshone by others. In her mind, she was everyone else's afterthought, confined to the shadows. Though she knew she was selling herself short, she simply couldn't stop believing that she was not good enough. Her love life suffered, with every relationship doomed to failure due to her thoughts of unworthiness. Make sure you have no thought of unworthiness about yourself. So it was only when she decided to change her way of thinking that her circumstances began to change. So the moment she started thinking, so things around her started changing. Instead of being outshone, she decided that she would shine. She decided that she would turn heads when she walked down the street or when she entered a room. She told herself over and over again that she was more than good enough. She began to appreciate herself and value herself and believe that she deserved nothing but the best. And with this newfound confidence came the greatest feeling of happiness. Of course, the law of attraction inevitably responded to those good thoughts and feelings, and the woman soon met the love of her life. She says she hasn't stopped smiling since the day they met, and she doubts she ever will. So, this woman stopped entertaining thoughts of unworthiness and began to think more positively about herself. She discovered that the more she focused on feeling good about herself, the more good things came into her life, including her perfect partner. She came to learn that you have to be rich with good, positive thoughts and feelings about yourself to bring the riches of life to you. In fact, it is impossible to be truly happy if you don't love you. And if you don't love yourself, you're blocking all the love and all the good that the universe has for you. So, do you want to block all that to yourself? Is there anyone who doesn't love herself? Can you raise your hand? Yes, I knew it. But I thank you to listening it, because the more you listen and more you will adapt, you will definitely bring in the change. So stop it, please. What's your name? Parul Sharma. Parul is coming for the first time, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, don't do that, okay? We'll continue because today's chapter is all about you. Okay?
Yes.
All right, falling in love with you. So this is what you have to do now, Parul. To create the life of your dreams, including wonderful relationships and unshakable happiness, the time has come for you to fall in love with you. Falling in love with you is not about arrogance or conceit, but about a healthy love and respect for yourself, just as you are. When you love yourself, you become a magnet of love and you will attract more love in your life. And you'll have better relationships and more of the things you love in every area of your life. So, this one act can really make you a magnet to everything. Fall in love with you so that the rest of the world can love you too. So, how do you fall in love with you? Let's listen to the procedure. You fall in love with you the same way you fall in love with another person. You adore everything about them. When you fall in love with another person, you see only love. hear only love, speak only love, and feel love with all your heart. So fall in love with you by looking for all the good things about you and by doing all the things that make you feel good. And wherever you are in your day, whatever you are doing, look for the things you love. Think about what you love, talk about what you love, and do what you do to do what you love to do and do it with a passion until your heart is full to overflowing. You know how the glass overflows the water? You keep pouring, keep pouring, keep pouring, keep pouring. And there's a point when it's totally full and then it starts overflowing. Similarly, let's assume we are a glass until and unless that love will only overflow out you and you will start loving everything and everyone around you. That is the moment when you spread love, you will get love. Right? And wherever you are in a day, whatever you're doing, look for the things you love. Think about what you love. Talk about what you love. Do what you do with love and do with a passion until your heart is full to overflowing. When you love whatever you do as much as you can, it helps attract people you love, relationships you love, and all the things you love back to you. A heart on fire with passion is the most attractive force in the universe. What a beautiful line of today. A heart on fire with passion is the most attractive force in the universe. Like, let's say you want to attract anything in your life. If you have a heart on fire with passion, is the most attractive force in the universe. Now, she gives an example how somebody used this fire and created this passion. A bride to be was particularly left at the altar by her fiance, who dumped her unceremoniously for another woman. Heartbroken and with a plummeting sense of self-worth, she spent the next 2 years trying to use the secrets to win him back. This was doomed to fail, as his free will was to be with someone else. Eventually, she let him go and made the decision to seek her true love. To do that, she realized she had to learn to love herself and to actually start enjoying life so that the universe could deliver the perfect partner to her. First, she found a new passion, rock climbing. The joy she felt for this new activity filled her heart to overflowing. So it's no surprise that rock climbing was what ended up bringing her together with the new love of her life, a fellow rock climber. And now, after 2 years of dating, rock climbing, and scaling mountains together, she feels quite literally on top of the world. How do you feel? What do you think? You know, girls come to me and they are so concerned to have that SP back in their life and they're struggling miserably because they're not valuing herself. They're not loving herself. They're begging for love from a person who is not respecting them. And when the person is not respecting them, is because they don't respect themselves. Do you think we deserve a person who's left us? For what? And why? If he was the only person Wasn't he staying back for the rest of the life? And it's divine plan. If the person is not respecting you and leaving you at his sweet will, how do you need that person back in your life? Until and unless you are not a fountain of love. You know what do I mean by fountain? When you have so much of love in you and the love overflowing out of you will definitely attract a man of your love. Did you see how she attracted? So there is a chance available to you, especially to the people who are not married. They should think it twice to get back to the person or to become first a lovebird to herself rather than seeking love from outside. So happiness attracts happiness, the next column. Your job is to love as much as possible every day. Love and adore everything you possibly can today, including yourself, and turn away from the things you don't love. I hope you can understand. If you can just do that, can I read it again? I think I need to. Your job is to love as much as possible every day. Love and adore everything you possibly can today, including yourself, and turn away from the things you don't love. If you can just do that, your tomorrows will overflow with untold happiness of everything you love. So, can you invest your today in loving yourself and turning away the things which are not giving you love? For many people, this will come across as counterintuitive. They will wonder how they are supposed to love when they feel utterly unloved. But it can be no other way. There is no other way. In order to receive love, first you must love. In order to receive untold happiness, first you must be happy. And right there is one of the greatest secret behind the secret. In fact, it's the shortcut to anything you want in your life. So be and feel happy now. It is the fastest way to attract love, happy relationships, and anything else you want in your life. Focus on radiating out into the universe those thoughts and feelings of joy and happiness. When you do that, you will attract back to you more things that bring you joy and happiness. Unfortunately, most of us have the wrong idea about happiness. We believe that once we get everything we want, we will be happy. So we are making the biggest mistake. If you want everything in your life, you have to be happy today first. So, but if you have been living in your life saying to yourself, I'll be happy when I find true love, or I'll be happy when my divorce comes through, or I'll be happy when I meet some new friends, or I'll be happy when problems with my family are resolved, or I'll be happy when my boss respects me, then you will never have those things because your thoughts are defying the way life works. They're defying the law of attraction. You have to be happy first to receive happy things. You have to fill yourself with happiness in order to attract happy circumstances, happy people, and happy relationships. It can't happen any other way because whatever you want to receive in life, you must think and feel first. It's a simple formula. Happiness attracts happiness. So people use so many excuses as to why they can't be happy and why they can't use the simple formula. But it is law. Be happy now and you will attract even more things that will make you happy. The choice is yours. So being happy despite your circumstances. Your circumstances has nothing to do with your happiness. Circumstances will keep coming and going, but it's you who have to maintain happiness. So you keep doing that, you will receive unlimited happiness and a life full of things that make you happy. She's giving another example. One woman held a lifelong dream of marrying and having a happy, healthy, loving family and a home of her own. However, after getting married, she and her husband were saddled with his prior debts. He was under a lot of debts. In addition, they each suffered mild bouts of depression, and so they agreed to put off having children. As time wore on, that promise of a happy family life and a home just seemed to slip further and farther away. Then, after 10 years together, the husband left, and this woman's dream of happiness appeared to be shattered forever. Surviving heartbreak and a difficult divorce, she went on a journey of self love and found solace in yoga, the saving grace of her life. She also began to dote on her nieces and nephews. It wasn't quite the same as having a family of her own, but it would do. Mind you, she never completely let go of her lifelong dream. She still pictured her home and she imagined her perfect partner, loving and kind, debt free, and owning his own graphic design business in her hometown. As you can see, her wish list was quite specific. Nevertheless, she got on with living the single life and became truly happy within herself. Not long after, she met someone online who she soon discovered matched up with her wish list right down to the smallest detail. He was very loving and kind, ran a graphic design firm, and owned his own home that looked very much like the one she had always dreamed about. They fell in love and they have not since become engaged. They are planning a family and living a happier life than the woman could ever even dreamed possible. But of course, this happiness didn't come from getting married, having a family, or living in her dream home. Quite the contrary. It was only when this woman was able to fill herself with happiness, regardless of what was going on in her life, that she was able to attract a happy marriage, a family, a home, and a life filled with happiness. So your life is in your hands. Trust me, your life is in your hands. No matter what has happened in the past, you can now consciously choose a life that is filled with happiness. Happiness comes from giving your full attention to the thoughts that make you feel happy and ignoring the thoughts that don't make you feel happy. When you give your attention to thoughts that make you feel happy, not only you will be happier, but every circumstance in your life will improve. Happiness and love are like two sides of a coin. You can't have happiness without giving and feeling love. Regardless of how many mistakes you have made, regardless of wherever you are in your life, and regardless of what you think of you, the universe is completely and utterly in love with you. And when you begin to love yourself, then the love of others will most certainly find you. So I'm done with day 7. Now it's your time to tell me what mistakes have you been making till today? Anyone? Okay, who's struggling? Everyone, write in the chat box you're struggling from which area in your life. Quickly,
Ma'am,
your solution.
ma'am, when I say sometimes my husband, I want to love myself, so he says you are very selfish. You don't love the family. You have to love the family first. So, so for such people, what can we say?
You don't have to say that you love yourself. Simple.
But when we do something, like when we start giving priority to ourselves, that okay, if I like drawing, I'll start drawing. If I want to do something, if I want to go out with my friends, I will say, okay, this is, or if I ask me time or my space, he says you have become selfish just because you're going out and you're meeting new people. I think your brain is flooded with some different stuff now. So he just wants to cage me.
This is your thought and it's flourishing, isn't it?
Yes,
For how long
but
you
he
want to
behaves
go?
also in the same way.
So what? So what?
So how to overcome that situation? I mean, I want to love myself. Whatever you said, I want to, apply and do those things in life. But the circumstances makes me feel guilty about all these things.
Nothing. Nothing can make us guilty. We don't have enough love for ourselves, and anybody can move me. You can say me anything. You can't stop me. I was one day like you. Don't worry. But you're on track. If you start loving yourself once again, start seeing good things in yourself and in him as well, and start
Hmm.
appreciating his likes and dislikes and take him as he is, things will be different. There's a conflict between you and his thoughts, doesn't matter. But everyone always has some good things in them. When we start ignoring looking at them, definitely we are focusing on the wrong things in them. And where a focus goes, it grows. Till now, am I right?
Right, ma'am.
So, what is the change you need to bring in today, tomorrow, and day after? We have a holiday on Saturday and Sunday. We don't meet. Are you in the gratitude group?
Yes, ma'am. Not the paid one, but the other one.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. So, in the gratitude group, I would like you to do this task. If you don't do it, then there's no need me to guide you. But if you
Right,
listen
ma'am.
and if you do that, because I see people don't do the task I give them and they're struggling, that's okay with me. But if you really want to come out of it, start counting your good things in you and start counting good things in him and keep writing it in the group. Until
Okay.
unless you're accountable, you won't do that. There is an ego. We have stopped looking at him and his good things. I can make your relationship the most loving one if you follow me.
Yes, ma'am. I want to work on it.
I take 100% responsibility. Do you?
Yes, ma'am.
Then start counting good things in him and start appreciating and tell him this is so good in you. Tell him this is so good in you. Have the courage. I like this in you. I love this in you. You're just amazing. We have an ego. We can't say that. Because we have forgotten the appreciation, we are struggling. I hope I have the courage to say the right because I want to bring that change.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're also ready to that extent, I can bring a harmony and bring an intimacy in your love.
But what if, ma'am, initially we struggle to get good things in that person?
Is it possible? Is it 100% true?
Right now, when I was thinking, ma'am, actually, I could find out only one good thing. So I really don't know. I mean,
So you've limited yourself. Let me see how many good things are in you.
only one or two. So
So
that's what
sad.
I'm.
So sad. Wear those spectacles which can only see the good. You know, we have a farsightedness and we have a short-sightedness, right?
Hmm.
So if our short-sightedness is blocked, look at the bigger vision. Go back and see why did you marry him? And when you married him, what was good in them? Which has blocked your short-sightedness. It's never true that that person, you know why you can't see good in him? Because you've got blocked yourself totally. And you only have to take the responsibility. Nobody's going to take that to
Right.
change in yourself. Wear either the spectacles or remove the spectacles which are making you blind towards the good.
But ma'am, what if I have married him because I didn't get love from my parents and I wanted to show that during that time I wanted to show my
These
parents.
all are counseling questions. We can't go that deep here because I need to sit with you. I need to work on it. But the smallest thing ever I can give you is you can start looking at the good things. Whatever has happened in the past, I can't go back because then I need your 1 hour to understand where what went wrong and let's we correct that. But the simplest, easiest possible thing is, what did you learn today? You have the book,
No, ma'am, I don't have the book.
but you must have that book also because it's so powerful book. It's so powerful. If rest of the life, if we guys only read this book, there's so much in it. If we work on ourselves, you can become unstoppable the way I am. Do you think I'm reading this book for the first time? But every
No,
time
ma'am.
I read, I get different and new things in them.
Mm.
And I never get bored with Rhonda. I can't see that I'm done with it because there's so much to learn. And especially you, Gauri, I want to work with you. I want to bring you out from it. But are you that serious, as serious I am?
Yes, ma'am, yes.
First of all, you must join the gratitude club.
Yes,
Pay-
ma'am. Today I will be joining, ma'am.
Yeah, even if I force you to do that, I'm doing good to you. It's not for
Yes.
me, it's for you. Remember, everyone, I'm not arrogant, but I'm serious. Listen to me very carefully. I learned the meaning of this line. To some, I might look arrogant. It's okay. It doesn't matter to me. But you need me more than I need you. You all need me more. That's why you're here. Okay? And I'm all for you. Even after you make all the mistakes, I have not stopped making, I've not stopped working. Because it's my mission. If not you, somebody else will come in my life. I'll change your life. But for changing life, you have to take the action. Or you can keep struggling. It's okay for me. I'm here for each one of you. But how serious are you? As me, as I'm serious? It's your call. But I announce and I take this challenge to change her life and bring an intimacy in her life forever for the rest of life if she's ready to work. If it is in a divine plan, she has to stay with him. I'm here to bring the most harmonious relationship. And I can do that because I trust my universe. I have done all that in my life. And I can do it again because I'm only an instrument, but the guidance I'll be getting from the universe has the power to bring that magnificence in your life and you will live the life of abundance. I promise you.
बना दिया
Yes, ma'am.
बना दिया भाई
Anil, all right. So just do one thing for 2 days, next 2 days. It'll take tough time for you. It will be challenging for you. Doesn't matter. Don't see as him your husband. See him as a human. Okay?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
as a human, see what good things are in him. And because of him, what have you got? We forget that. We take things for granted, which is why we start looking at the good thing. We stop looking at the good things. Tell me, everyone, write it in the chat box. Is there any person only having one good thing in themselves? Or open your mic and tell me, everyone. Is there anyone you know has only one good thing in that person? Or are you the one only having one good thing in you?
No.
It's next to impossible. I don't trust it. I don't believe it. But it doesn't matter. If you can't see it today, I promise you that you can write 100 good things about him. I can help you to see that. And once you start looking good things in the other person, you're divinely guided. You're divine. You're doing a divine act. Even if he has to leave you or you have to leave him, there is still good things in them. And even if you have to get divorced, let's say, for example, if you can't see the good things in them, the divorce also will not happen and you will struggle in that. Do you know it? I've done it. My son was getting divorced. And how many bad things my daughter-in-law did with us. But we were a magnet to it. I took the responsibility. And I started looking at good in them, in her family, in her sisters, where I was looking only the bad things. And I suffered a lot. But the moment I started seeing good in them, things in them, I started loving them. I started sending love to them, which I had before. Divorce happened so easily. And you won't even believe what all was in her name. She wrote her now back in ours name. So easily and comfortably. She came, she's in Patiala, she came back. We went to the court and did everything possible so that it comes back to us. How did it happen? But I could do that only because I could see. Till today, whenever I remember them, I only have a good memory now. I've shared it before. She was very God-fearing. She used to do part. We have a Guru Granth Sahib at home. Whenever in the morning and at night, I go to Babaji's room, I every day remember her. Every day. And I've got so good feelings for her. And I only have blessings for her because it was totally destined to happen like that. I struggled. I did everything. What not I did to bring them back, my granddaughter and her. But they never came back. It's okay now. And I'm so much full of love with them. And I'm all the ways, I'm always waiting. If it is destined for them to come back, I'm all my arms open. Because I started looking at the good things in them. Tears are coming in my eyes for joy that we can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. But we really need that hand holding. We get stuck because we are in a pain. We are expecting too much. And if we dissolve the expectations and if we do our job, it's totally spiritual, it's totally divine, and it's beautiful. I have an hour I can speak and I have got so much to say, but let me stop there and let me work with you, Gauri. And I'm here for
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
If you are ready, I can bring that in for you. I promise you.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. I
Ma'am,
also promise.
can I
Yes.
share a little, because I've gone through or I'm going through a similar situation, right? As you know.
I know.
So can I share a little bit of my
Yeah, please,
perspective on
please.
this?
Yes.
So I think when Gauri is talking about that, she's also somewhere I can feel that similar situation or somewhat similar situation. I think when you hit rock bottom, it's very hard to see good. She's saying one. I could not even see one. I'll be honest with you, right?
Okay.
But
It's okay.
but somewhere that pain became so unbearable. It opened me up to start seeking peace and start growing and start thinking about whether it's the universe or spirituality or, even I used to do the Hanuman Chalisa. I would hear it actually, many, many times a day just to calm my mind down. I mean, I have a very complex environment anyways, work-wise and various other things. Um, so I think the feeling I have now after a few weeks of attending your classes and your sessions and stuff is that itself is a very, very deep good. The fact that your tectonic plates shift, your
Yes.
axis shift,
Yes.
and you start thinking about the larger universe, the larger game plan, the deeper meaning of happiness and positivity and the how things happen and the gratitude. And that then starts developing into a very deep rooted happiness.
Yes.
And I actually am thankful. It was very hard for me to be thankful to somebody who causes pain, right?
I'm sure.
Which is normal human nature,
Yeah.
right? It becomes
Yeah.
hard. Usne bura kiya, hum kyo, But then there was one session where you talked about treating them as gurus. I remember very categorically
Exactly.
saying, yeah, ये गुरु हैं जिन्होंने हमें उस channel किया उस पाथ में. So that is goodness.
Yes.
and so sometimes the pain translates into a much deeper, a much more sustainable, a much longer kind of a bigger kind of a happiness, which I feel now, much more at peace and much more
That is
positivity,
called
even
evolution.
out of negativity.
Yeah, that is
You
called
know,
evolution. And that evolution will never happen if you don't have your guru who's making your life tough.
yep,
It only happen, and you deserve to evolve.
yep,
And thanks to those karmic relations which you had with her, which is why
yep,
you came into this kind of a situation. But from
yep.
here on, you will never look back.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. In some way, even though I block it, but in some way I'm thankful,
Yes.
right? Because
We'll
it
be
would have
grateful.
never happened.
Yeah. The
You know,
more
you're living in a comfort zone. There is no need to be seeking. There is no need to evolve. You know,
yeah.
when everything is, you know,
No, it's
so
divine
when you
plan.
get out of your comfort zone is when you realize the true meanings of things and life, and and how how you can really grow in the
Yes.
real sense of growth, not monetarily, but in the
For the
real sense
highest
of
good, for the more lives to
yes,
come, you're beginning to that journey of your what can say divine power. It's so beautiful that
yeah,
nothing can move you. So that
yeah,
rock bottom is the bounce back.
yeah,
And the
and
more you're coming
yeah,
with strength, you're becoming more stronger.
yeah. And so many people in our group, whether it's Mugdha or Anilji or so many people like Yogesh and when they share experiences, I can relate to that and see that the gratitude journaling, all of that effort, that all the techniques that you're teaching us actually help us move the next step in the ladder. I'm
Yes.
feeling it. I'm experiencing it actually.
Yes.
Even today. That's why I wanted to share that little experience,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it is
So much.
really making a big difference if you take it seriously and apply the
Exactly.
technique.
Exactly. So that is what I say, that even if it's not about the number of people, it's about the people who are changing life. So my mission
Yeah,
is fulfilled if one Gauri starts taking it an action, with a massive action, and she can bring the changes. You will all listen to her story. Is not very far. If she brings in changes within 3 days, she'll find the difference. She will find the difference tonight itself. It's right here. You don't have to wait for it. But if she does it, I promise that she's going to get the most beautiful life ahead. But we need to work on that. Thank you so much, Hadi. I think you're done.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
Ma'am,
much. Yes, Gauri.
ma'am, I am ready and open for a session with you. I want it. And I
All right.
think it's going to do a lot of good. Like I need that.
Your mic is closed. I never did that. I can't hear you, Gauri.
Ma'am, I would like to take the one-to-one session with you
Please
because
go
that
ahead.
is my calling. Today, that was my self-love
Please.
that
Thank you so
and
much.
your struggle and you reach out to her. So I
Sure.
want it.
Thank you
Yeah.
so
So
much for taking that big leap.
yeah, it
Yeah.
came and it came loud and clear that
Awesome.
no, you need that hand and
Yes.
she'll take you to the other side. So
Awesome.
yes, I need it.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
trust. God bless you, and looking forward
Yeah.
to the most miraculous life. Love you.
Thank you.
God
And
bless.
when you let me know, ma'am, how to contact and where
Just,
to this.
just give me a message. We'll talk over.
All right. Thank you. Thank
For
you.
taking the
Thank you. I'm so glad I could take that step.
love you.
But
Love you.
this was the calling today in the
All is divine. Your mic has gone on mute.
thank
Yes.
you, ma'am.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Yes, Anil. I think your mic is closed, Anil.
Ma'am, can I say?
Just a minute. Let him be finished. Anil is there. Anil, can you do that, please? We can't hear you, Anil.
We can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, Romiji, I'm working in three areas simultaneously. You know that. So one is the relationship, one is the career, and third is the health part. So today, I have worked very good in two areas. I got a good job 3 weeks back, and relationship, that I'm able to attract people in my life who want to marry me. So everybody want to marry me now. Any potential person talking. So
Become a
now
magnet.
magnet, yeah. And third thing, miracle happened today. I did Ho'oponopono. I was listening but while doing a walk. I used to do 10,000 steps, then I reduced to 4,000, and I became so lazy few days because of the job pressure. फिर आज मेरे को realize हुआ, do I love my body? And the
Hmm.
answer came no. मैं
No.
अब इतना एथलीट हूँ, मतलब I तो आज मैंने सोचा कि why I don't love my body.
Hmm.
बॉडी शेविंग हो रहा था बचपन से कि मेरी बॉडी अच्छी नहीं है, मैं काला दिखता हूँ, मेरा पेट निकला है, आई एम नॉट एज गुड एज ऋतिक रोशन, मतलब दिस हैज बीन फ्रॉम द चाइल्डहुड. सो आई
Yeah.
करेक्टेड दैट टुडे. आई
Awesome.
करेक्टेड दैट टुडे.
Awesome.
हम लोग अपने आप को इतना ब्लेम करते हैं रिलेशनशिप फाइनेंस में. और आज मैंने जॉब किया, 2 राउंड मैंने जॉगिंग की, और कम से कम 45 मिनट आई वॉज इन पार्क, एंड आई स्ट्रेच टू द बेस्ट व्हाट इवन योगा guru can't do that. And I'm
Awesome.
feeling so powerful today. I was drained out, by the way. मैं थका हुआ था, आपने देखा ऊपर स्टार्टिंग में. But when I heard all stories about people, see, one person sharing is making difference to 40 people, who are present here.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
sharing is so powerful. Sharing is the
Yes.
most powerful thing. So I feel like sharing more and more. There's so
Yeah.
many miracles happening now कि miracles की अब भंडार हो गई है, बाढ़
Yeah.
आ गई है.
Has to. It has
मतलब
to.
all conversation are making difference to people's life. उनके नहीं, मेरे भी जीवन में हो रहा है.
Obviously. Obviously.
And because of you, Romi, because you have some power. I don't know what power, but
I think
energy power है.
I think it's total win-win, mutual, because I am for everyone, but people who make use of it. So it goes hand in hand. It's not one-sided that I really have the power. People really see me. Like people
Yeah,
come in
yeah,
here, or I talk to them, they start getting the results, they start healing themselves because my aura
yeah.
has really been expanded, to be honest. And
Got it.
whatever I do, it reflects in that. And I'm doing everything unconditionally. I've become that unconditional human, which is
I know
why
that. Yeah.
everything is possible with us and we all can create a community, which is why I was telling I'll be loving to meet everyone in person, will also bring much change. And we are planning to do something of that kind. Our
Oh,
coach
that
is
would be
One
great.
Day Miracle. So they have given the name One Day Miracle is to their own project, but we'll bring in some name for ourselves so that we also meet once a month so that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
become a family, and whosoever can join. I have got lots to do. Let's see how it materializes, but then definitely we are working for each other.
So during the day, I do what Romi does for everybody. और पूरा दिन वही करता हूँ मैं आजकल, सच्ची.
Awesome.
तो ऑफिस में
Awesome.
जाओ, इतनी प्रॉब्लम, जिसको देखो, जिसका हाथ पकड़ो वही रोने लगता है. मतलब मुझे लगता है कि यार आई एम एबल टू हील पीपल
You're
नाउ.
made to do that.
Yeah, 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 because I know other modalities and things and all, but gratitude was amazing. Ho'oponopono. I know this secret for 2009. This book came. I have read it couple of times, but I never applied it. अब मैं
Yes.
आपके साथ चैप्टर पढ़ता रहता हूँ, और फिर मैं पूरे दिन में 3-4 लोगों को पढ़वाता हूँ वो चैप्टर प्रिंट आउट देके कि भाई ये चैप्टर आज तू पढ़, क्योंकि मैंने आज
Awesome.
एक्सपीरियंस किया है, तो मैं आपको सिखा सकता हूँ आज ही.
Because we are the humans which are sent to the earth to do something bigger. We are not those ordinary people who come and go. We are some defined souls, some recognized souls who need to work. So we
Yeah.
should not stop ourselves. Whichever the way we can contribute, we should keep contributing. So you're right on
And
track.
There's a second book, I'm reading. What other book was Seven Habits of Highly Effective People that I've applied in my life. The Secret is the second book I'm doing. You Can Win has heard. So these
Good.
are fundamental books, but very powerful, bro. Very powerful.
Thank you so
If
much.
you
And
practice it.
Godly, yeah.
Yeah.
Godly wants to speak
Thank you.
something. Godly, you have to unmute yourself and you have to come on the spotlight. I mean, you have to open your camera if you want to say something. Anju, I'll just take you. Yes,
Uh,
Godly. Yes.
like the part of sharing, the thing is, the question I might ask later on because it's a little personal. And actually, I forgot exactly what I was supposed to ask. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just maybe I'll just speak in the gratitude. I'll do
Sure.
that.
No worries. Yeah. Thank you so much. Sorry, I couldn't take you then when you were to share it, but you can write it down and share it again. Yes, Anju. Yes, Pooja. Who wants to open the mic?
Good morning, Romi ji.
Good
Love
morning.
you. Love
Love
you.
you, love you, love you, Anju.
मैं इन बिटवीन आ गई थी जो आप बुक के पढ़ रहे थे, ये जो स्टोरी पढ़ रहे थे, कौन सी बुक से है एक्चुअली?
ये है The Secret to Love,
द
Health,
सीक्रेट टू
and
लव,
Health.
हेल्थ एंड मनी.
Yeah,
ओके, बाय रॉन्डा बायरन.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Love you, love
Amazing results, amazing results. You
you.
are a gratitude queen.
Right. Thank you. People already talk to me saying that I'm a
And the
gratitude.
last two lines आपने जो बोली, we are born with some bigger purpose to
Yes.
be a channel.
Yes. So true.
Love you. Love
Yes.
you.
Love you, darling. Yes. Pooja, what do you want to say? We want to end. It's already too long today.
Can I ask something, ma'am?
Yes, Pooja, tell me.
Like I'm new to this. I've just joined few days back. I'm not too regular. Also, like in the morning, I'm not a early riser. So I just wanted to know that like I'm also facing a few problems with my husband. That like even though he's a very nice person, but like few things, little things are there which I find like sometimes we have conflict on. So how to resolve them? Like I want to go out for vacation. Like it's been 7 years I haven't gone anywhere. Like a big trip I want to make now. It's small ones like I do. जैसे कभी 2 days के लिए अपनी family के साथ चली गई. But I want to go with him and my daughter. Like it's a
What's your
conflict
question?
telling me यहाँ चलते हैं गोवा चलते हैं. नहीं, I told him मेरे को बाहर जाना है. मतलब I just want to go. So how to deal with this? I don't know. मतलब he's saying अच्छा कर रहे हैं लेकिन मतलब he's not taking any action towards it. So how should I deal with it now? Now, I've been telling him very politely also. We had a this thing also over it कि हाँ भाई नहीं जाना है तो जाना है बस प्लीज लेके जाओ मुझे अब.
Manifest, I've told you everything, even in today's lesson. You can listen to more. But if you are interested, you can book a call. We can discuss that and I can make it happen for you. Because there is no one-liner I can give you and you can follow. We need to work on it. We'll definitely work. There are many easy steps, but then there are steps.
नहीं, because it's his nature to get his things done. I also want to live my life too. I'm a nice person. I give by 100% in everything
My
that
number,
at home.
everyone can write down my number. You can message me and we can fix a call and then we can discuss over. My number is
Okay.
9322.
Yeah, ma'am. Please repeat.
9122
One
46095.
double 4609. Last is 9 के बाद क्या बोल-
9312
4609. Yeah.
9322 46095. All right, we are good to go. I think we are done. If not, then we can see it on Monday. And all the best to those people who are beginning their journey with our gratitude journal. This journal is, we teach you how to have balance between 5 areas of your life, or you want more wealth, or you want more health, whatever you're looking for is all available. You can message me more, or whichever the way you are guided. We are good to go. Can I take your leave? Have a great day. Not today, Saturdays and Sunday, and see you on Monday. All right? Take care.
You
Have a good
too. Bye-bye.
Okay,
bye.
bye.
Bye. Thank you.